Hello, guys. Welcome to Pashwa TV, Cyprian TV, and Imali TV. And of course, I'm your host, Imali. And today, still here in Nyabohanse at Marwa's villa. Of course, coming live, we are here with the beautiful Elizabeth. Of course, we just had an up close with her just recently, and of course the reception was good. Of course, you guys loved her, and even before that we had planned at least let's meet her again so that she can tell us her story even further, because what she told us was just in brief. So today we are going to get to know her better. She can tell us how she even went to the Gulf in the first place, everything she experienced, and even before that. So she is here. Let me leave her introduce herself and she can tell us more. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm Eliza_Jacob.
Yes.
Yeah.
So probably for someone who is watching you for the first time, I know of course they had seen your story, but if you can just tell us, so how was it or how was life for you even now before you went to the Gulf?
Oh, I can say it is life is a history in short, and also it's what you make. Whatever comes in, if you don't accept it, it will turn to the other way around. For me, I took only the positive side, because if I could have chosen the negative part, I couldn't have finished the first contract and then go to another country also to finish another contract. So you have to be persistent and have that positivity, also have the intention of what took you there. That's what will make you sustain everything you want to do. Yeah.
So how was it for you? Like, how did you find yourself
in Gulf?
Okay. Maybe if you can just tell us your background story.
The first contract, the way I went, it's after my husband died. Things went south because in my matrimonial home, my in-laws tend to do things which were not good to me. As much as I did farming, they used to graze the cattle in the plants I used to plant, and also the business I used to have. They allow people to use their names under them to take a debt, and then they say, "Oh, I will go and sell tea." We call them uru, soko uru. In the evening, they will bring the cash. Someone takes like a credit, takes like a week. When I'm selling shoes, like now it's heading to Christmas, I used to sell shoes, like we call them like mali stroke mtumba. They take a debt, but they will not pay. It takes 1 month, 2 months continuously. So it becomes like I'm the one who's owing them the cream. So I chose peace over anything. I had to shift from home and come to stay in Kisi town with my kids. From there, I tried also applying other jobs, whereby the first job I was conned, which was for USA, through a green card. They took some cash, around 70,000, but I never gave up. The same social media, I used Facebook. Through Facebook, I found a lady from Meru. She was so generous to me. She shared the idea. She told me she's in Gulf, and then from there we began to talk. So my first connection was direct. In fact, I found a direct sponsor. I thank them as much as I went there direct. There are those things we can say like a repercussion of going direct to Gulf, because sometimes you will not have the freedom to fight yourself. If at all, they will mess on you. So sometimes it's good to pass through an agent. Yeah, that's what I can advise someone who wants to go there. Don't go through back doors, because mine was direct. So when I arrived there, everything was good, but there was too much work. I used to work in 4 homes. They had 11 cars. I'm the one to wash them, to put water on them. When the cars, we call them sayara, when it's time for them to be done the service, they remove the engine and the limbs. They give me a sandpaper. You know the sandpaper for the furniture, and also the jig, like jig there. We call it Clorox, Omo, and they can give you gloves and also steel wool. You'll have to scrub it until it gets the color of the silver. Even if it was rose, it's the engine. Even if it's old, they will go and look for the engine from the old car they bring. That's your work. I have the videos, I used to do them, I have the pictures. I used to put it in social media. But what motivated me, as much as I was undergoing through those situations, nothing let me down. Yeah, nothing let me down. Everything went good. Also, the main impact I can see here, when you get sick in Gulf countries, not all the bosses are ready to take you to the hospital. Some of them you find that they have the insurance for you to be taken to the hospital, but they don't do that. So our girls, most of our girls suffer. And also this thing we can call fatigue. Others, they don't even get the Wi-Fi, don't get enough meal or food meals. But if you find a good meal, you find a good sponsor, you're good to settle down. So for me, it was both ways. But I overcame it because I had a mission. Being a widow, leaving my kids behind, I'm going to look for them the green pasture. I have to obtain or attain the certain goal I had made. So I used to go in the bathroom, I scream, I cry, I come out with red eyes, but there I become the strong woman. Yeah.
So maybe Elizabeth, if I can just take you back a little bit. Of course, you've spoken about you being with your husband and then your husband passing, and you relocating to Kisii town, and then from there is when you started doing applications for you to get work abroad. So like, were you working there? Did you have some work you were doing, or was it hard? That's why you decided to relocate. And when you went, how were your kids' status, and even remaining, how are they even right now?
Before I left, I had looked for a girl. We stayed with her like 3 months because she came to my home. It was May, and I traveled to July. But unfortunately, after I traveled, there was a boy who was seducing her. She got married by the boy. But also they took part of my premises. They went and started live with it. So what happened? I didn't give up. But the main fact, God also blessed them with 5 kids, twins, in Kisii County. So it was like, oh God, we thank you for everything.
Okay, and how many kids do you have?
I have 2 kids.
You have 2?
Yeah, I have 2 kids,
Girls, boys, boys?
A boy and a girl.
A boy and a girl?
Yeah.
Okay, so now you live to Kisii, so now your kids, you took them home, or like how was it?
So after the girl got engaged, they went, so I had to leave my kids between my mom and my sister. But my kids were school, so one is studying here in Nyabohanse, next to here, in a boarding school, and my son is studying in Nairobi. So I used to facilitate everything financially so that they can be catered for. So it's my family, it took over.
And you've spoken about working in 4 different houses, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So why, were you working in 4 different houses?
In Gulf, when you go, whatever you think you are going to face is not the same thing. It's not like Africa. You wash utensils in the morning, you wash lunch, and in the evening. There, they don't have specific time to eat. Yes, and also you don't have specific time that you should clean morning, maybe 3 days a day. You can clean continuously. If you finish here, you go another place, repeatedly. Yes. If you are the one to calculate, if they are so strict, you know that there are some people who think that whatever they pay you, it's worthy to enslave you. So you are the one to be brave. So whenever you want to go maybe and do the round, that's when you take a break. But they will be rotating around to monitor you. Maybe you can't run away. Those are the bad bosses. But the good ones, if they allocate you and they tell you today we are cooking A, B, C, Z, they just leave you, you do your work, you match everything, you have to match it upon the way they want. By the end of the day, maybe when it's time for the meals, that's when you will meet. Those are I can say the kind ones. But the other ones who are like, we pay you a lot of money, we host you, we give you food and Wi-Fi, blah blah, they will mistreat you. And also when you finish their work, they will take you to their parents' home. We call it bet mama. Like in your parents' house, you take your nanny there, or in your sister's house. Yes, you finish work from here. When you want to rest, they take you to another home. It's the same family. After you finish there, they meet together. When they are celebrating, they are eating. You will keep on doing the cleanness. You wash either the dishes. You will be keeping eye on the babies. Girls pass through a lot. Any girl who is in Gulf, I can tell maybe any family member around within Kenya or Africa, please, whatever they send, little, appreciate and be grateful. Also be prayerful for them. Our girls pass through a lot. Not all girls who fall under good hands. Some of them, they threaten our lives. They destroy us. Most of the girls in Gulf countries are mentally ill because they are being mistreated. Others find good bosses who take them as human beings. Some of our girls even eat the trash, the leftovers. Yeah, not all. So for me, I can say
food or
it is racism. It is racism. Yeah. So sometimes what we do, all I say, be prayerful.
Racism in the sense that they are not allowed to.
The home I came, first time I went to Saudi Arabia, the first 1 month, they used to eat. We have the pepper which we put down. We call it sufra. Before we put the sinia, we eat. The leftovers, the bones, they will eat after they finish, and they're using their hands. They do like this, and then they put it in the hand. So when these people finish eating, they will go in the sink and they will spit. They cough, they do in the sink. And you are hearing you have not eaten. They will leave a pan for you, or a sufuria, we can call it a cooking pot, so that you can also remove you are smearing to eat. And then they will come in that leftover, they take it good from the bones, they put on the plate. I did that video, my first TikTok. I addressed that issue. Even I had striked. I said, if I can't get out of this house, I better die, because there's nothing I'm left with it in this house or in this country. I can't leave my country. Maybe I have depression and I come another country, I find another one. I strike. In fact, that is the day I left that home. They took me back to the office. After one day, the second day, God made a way. I found the best bosses ever, I can say. Because once I landed into their hands, they become like a second family away from home. We've been working together with them. I appreciate them. I will also continue praying for them. They will always be my family members wherever they are. I wish them well, good health, and prosperity to their family. Thank you, Baba Saleh. Thank you, Mama Huda from Saudi Arabia, Riyadh. You are the best. May God give you long life. Yeah.
And so now, I don't know. Okay, well, how old did you live? The kids were when your husband passed. How old were your kids?
Oh, my daughter, she was in grade 1. The boy was crawling. Yeah. So
Right
now the daughter is heading Form 4. She's 16 years old now. Yeah. And my son is 12 years old. It's heading to junior secondary. So God has been so great.
You look so young. Like one can't even tell. What is the secret?
It is God. The secret is to smile no matter what comes on your way. Be positive. Be that person who accepts everything. But for me, what I hate is negativity. If you try to fight me, I'm not ready to be fought. I'm that person. I will just smile for you like this. I forgive you in a span of 5 minutes, because I have only one soul. I don't want to keep anything in my soul. And wherever you have a problem, even if you messed up with me, I'm that person who cover up for you. So I've been that person, but God has done it. Me, I don't have any problem. If you ask me who is my enemy, I will not tell you, because I don't know anybody. Maybe they have the enmity in me, but for me, I don't know who to call my enemy. I'm ever that forgiving and moving. If I mess to you, I ask you. If I've messed to you, tell me. I apologize. I serve you as a human being. I work. Even animals. Me, I treat animals and human beings the same. I don't have time for enmity.
For sure, I can attest. I've been seeing that. I've been seeing that you've been treating animals. So Liz, you are telling us about your diaspora story. And this question, a lot of people have them, including me. That's why I'll ask it. So I don't know, what is it with the Gulf people, Saudi Arabia, and what is it with them mistreating the girls? Like, is there anything that they are doing that makes them be mistreated, or from your experience and what you've observed throughout the years, what can you say is really the problem?
It's a both way. Our girls sometimes misbehave, become rude when they go there. For instance, I can attest, I've been working with my fellow Kenyans, 2 of them in different countries. Sometimes they're ignorant. We go there as maybe, like me, I went as a cleaner, but I fell into the hands of a housekeeping issues. You see, I used to be told, wash the car, go and clean outside. We call it hose, like the hose pipe, because we use the hose pipe, we go clean the hose. So some, they want only to wash utensils or clean the house. Maybe go watch over the kids. Me, in Saudi, I never had the kids, but there were the grandchildren who used to come to the home. Sometimes I even had one one of the family member, the daughter, came with her kids and stayed with us. I never complained because also the kids wanted me than the other nannies. So what we can say, some of our girls, they go there, they're being provided from everything, the basic needs, but they tend to be rude or ignorant. They add the pride instead of leaving the pride in our country and go there face the reality. Even if we had good certificates, even if we are PhD people, when you go outside there, nothing like that. Just work, do anything, as much as it puts food on your table. Please respect that job. Remember that whatever you're being paid there in your country, if you come, nobody will pay you that exact amount. And also we have tax, but money from Gulf, it's tax free. I can attest it. Yes.
Like how much were you being paid, especially the first time you went?
Okay, you know, I can say the first house, it was like 2019. The rate was low. It was like 26, 27, 28, 30. So I used to get around 24,000.
24,000 shillings.
But now when I was leaving, someone who came or went there like this season, they are getting 35,000 and nothing. There's no like tax. No,
5,000 Kenyan shillings.
And you're a nanny, and nothing is being cut like shopping, your pads, your shampoo, anything. The best, even clothes. Most of them.
They provide clothes as well.
Yeah, most of them. It's one.
Is it the hijabs or just normal clothes?
No, like these ones. They can
really
for you. Yes, when you are going out, they want you also to dress good. But there are some also, not all. There are some. I can say like 90% do their thing, and also I can say there is that percent which is not good. Not everyone is good. Even in Africa, yeah, we have also people who are so rich, but they can't welcome you. They can't host you and give you everything.
Now, I was actually to ask that now, considering of course that experience in the Gulf. Now comparing it to Kenya, because of course also in Kenya we have those rich people who've employed girls, they mistreat them. But now when you're doing comparison between how they are mistreated in Kenya and Gulf, is it that it is rampant in the Gulf, or is almost the same thing, or I don't know?
Okay, sometimes I can say like this. We can call it like accidents do happen. There are girls who go with pure heart. They are ready to go and face the world work, but they fell under the bad bosses, the bad hosts or the sponsors who mistreat them, who take them like animals, who don't give them food, who don't give them the good places to sleep. Like the first home I went in Saudi Arabia, the first month, it was so hectic. I used to spread a blanket which was being used like 1 year ago. It was full of dust, and I cover myself with another one. And I'm like, seriously?
The one that has been left for you?
Yeah, and down. And remember, it's winter. I went there when it was winter, and I'm like, seriously? I left my white bed, white beddings, my own room. I used to share my meals with the street kids and like the people we call like the one people who are mad in the streets, who are not okay mentally. I used to feed them within where we stayed in Kisii. And I'm like asking God, seriously? I come to face this one? I said no. I used to, when you finish taking the food from the pot, she gave me that pot to smear it and lick it. And then the chapati, we call them kobos, they left over, they eat and then they throw it, like they want to throw it in, it's like a leftover like for the trash. Is what she will bring from even not the table because they eat on the mat. She will bring for me.
Like as an extra food, they don't want to throw it, or as the main food you've not eaten completely?
I haven't consumed anything from the morning.
But why? Why really?
That's why I'm telling you. Not all girls who are being handled good, and not all bosses who are bad. Sometimes we fell under bad hands, and sometimes we also can be rude. Me, I can attest to that. So it's a both way.
So do you feel like the biggest percentage of the people in the Gulf are mistreating ladies, or like what percent can you give it, considering everybody's complaining about it?
For me, I can say 70% are good, 30%.
Really?
Yes.
70% are good?
Yeah, 30% are the worst. But out of the 30%, you can find like they might give you food but overwork you. They can give you everything but deny you Wi-Fi. They can give you everything but deny you peace. Yani they have given you everything, but they don't want you to sit down, they don't want you to rest. So it's a both way. Yeah. So sometimes when our girls go out there, it's like a policeman going on a mission. We are like policemen. So please, what I can urge our parents, our families, be prayerful, thankful. If your daughter, your son send you any cash, any penny, just you can do the 10% thing, the tithe. You can do the tithe, and also you can also pray for your families. Wish them well. Don't think that they are like what money bankers or whatever money machine whatever. Like machine, bank machines. Or like on date 27, she's sending me money. Even you don't know how to say good morning, good night. You don't know she misses you. We have a problem there. Nobody's talking to us. We are talking different languages. Sometimes they abuse us. You donkey, you cat, you dog, you idiot, you prostitute. Sometimes even without you doing anything. So in there, our girls, most of them suffer a lot, and part of them, they are having their best of life there. Yeah, it's a both way.
Wow. So, and of course, when we did the up close just recently in the kitchen, you mentioned about you, of course, you've done, is it catering? And then you've also done, was it engineering or something you were mentioning? I've forgotten, but of course, you're going to explain it to us. So tell us, who gave you the chance to learn it? Did you learn it from there or back here, or did you get good bosses who took you through that?
Before I left Kenya, I had done catering within Nairobi. And also, when I went, like now, the last home I was, the previous one, they were so generous and kind. They gave me their full time. In fact, the time I went there like on date 5 January, and by date 20 they had bought for me a phone of 15,000.
Really?
Yes.
Their money?
Yes, even the phone is the one I'm using, Samsung. And it was like, because your phone, my phone was neon kicker for Safaricom from here. It was new, but the network couldn't work there. It only uses Safaricom SIM card. So I really appreciated. They welcomed me good. They gave me everything, whatever I used to ask. On time they bring. Like maybe in the evening we are cooking a specific meal. They bring. They send me the recipe, the videos from Instagram, TikTok. They tell me, this. Even if we can't communicate a different language. Baba used to know English, and part of the family members, Mama didn't know. But I appreciate they were so good, so generous, so loving, so caring, and they gave me the best time to serve them. I really acknowledge them because they were those people who needed someone to cook for them, to make their home be a home. So also me, when I arrived there, what I asked,
yes,
because the first month the was like wild, because you can't go somewhere a man wants to molest you sexually and he has 3 wives. So who am I to that person? But this one, they gave me the best time. So also I used to pray for them, and I used to write to my diary every day, every morning, every night. I just mention them. I say, God, help them not to be sick, give them the strength so that we can work together. And that's what God did to me. So sometimes whatever you manifest, it comes to pass. Also the same way, before I came here, like I was supposed to come here in January date 5. That's when I was supposed to finish my contract. But because from October, like the last two weeks for October, I was telling my colleagues, you are used to for me to cook for you. You sit down, you eat. I wash the dishes for you. When you see our bosses, that's when you stand up. You start helping me, like wiping, pretend that you've been helping me. I used to tell them the reality. I told them, watch me. I told them, watch me. I used to do like, even one is from Sri Lanka, but she understands Arabic. I used to tell her, watch me. I'm giving you 2 weeks. You never see me. I never knew that. It is like a miracle happening. So it was like on 20th of October, my boss, my mama boss, she asked me, I want you, because you've taught the 2 nannies they had brought who were supposed to replace me, and the other one, the other Kenyan girl who's working for their daughter. So because we are almost ending our contract by December and January. So they wanted us to teach them early the recipes, everything, because Ramadan is coming soon. So they were like, this one has finished 2 weeks, and we see she's catching up. Would you like to go to your country? You finish the contract here, you go to your country and not come back, or would you like to add 1 year on my friend's home? I told them no, I wouldn't do that. In fact, I've stayed 5 years and 5 Decembers out of the country. I would love also to be with my kids this Christmas. It was my prayer, and also it's a pledge I had made with my kids, like an agreement. Whenever they are joining high school, I have to be there. So my daughter, she's finishing high school next year. My son is joining high school next year. You see that? So I wouldn't want to miss that. And I told them, if it comes to January, they will all be going to school. I wouldn't have any time to stay with them at home at least. So I asked them if it was my wishes, if wishes were horses. Today, if you say today I'm going, I don't need anything. And then he told me, sure, yes. When he told me, be ready anytime you are going. And I knelt down, I was screaming, I said, Alhamdulillah, thank you. I was like, oh, thank you, Baba, thank you so much. Because it's not easy to come from a Gulf country without finishing your contract. If you go home early, you'll pay for yourself the ticket.
But they still paid for you.
They paid the ticket. In fact, what I did, like it's just they asked me, you just buy whatever you want, like shopping for the month, this month, your salary. I told them no problem, because already what you've done to me is good, because they didn't mess up with me. They freed me, like they've just let me go, you see, without any conflicts. I wish them well. So even when we were parting ways, everybody, like we were from inside, we were like, we will miss each other. But I know whenever I'm here, they are there. May God give them peace. And whosoever I left there, the ones I taught the work, may they be like the best for them.
So they're the ones who took you to school, the mechanic?
No, it's not school. It's like being a chef. So they gave me that chance. I used to Google to learn all the food stuff, Asian foods. Because
the mechanism, you said mechanism?
No, that one is for Qatar. That one is for Qatar, and that one, it was not like learning. It was like a kind of a duty. It's a compulsory duty. They want you to work, but they promise to pay you, but they don't pay.
So like you
was overworking.
Yes. Working in someone's house, and then again part-time you go do it.
Yeah, they say like, quit cooking, come. I need that car to be done like a service. They remove the engine, the limb, they say you need to scrap this. So I leave the food, everything, I go to clean. It was like mistreating me. It was like slavery. But this one, no, they were the best.
Wow, okay. So now you said they deducted your money from the month. So now, are you going back now to repay your... I'm good. And the money that was deducted?
It wasn't deducted. It's like when someone wants to pay you your salary, they tell you, because you are going home like tomorrow, maybe do you want to do any shopping? You say yes. We will deduct you from that shopping, the cash you used, so that we pay for you. That is it. Nothing. They don't owe me anything. No, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
Wow. So you're not going back?
I can say like this: if a chance comes and I find a good place, I will go, no problem. But you know what? Freedom means everything. Yeah, peace of mind. Yeah, whenever God will direct me, I'm ready to go anywhere, to the world. Yeah.
So how are you feeling right now that you are in Kenya? And of course, you travel all the way to here, Nyabohanse, and of course, you had mentioned also you wanted to grow your channel.
I'm good. The fact is that yesterday I reached 1,000 subscribers. I felt so good. Even we did it like a birthday, small birthday with my friends. The colleagues, we sleep together. So maybe God has another turn for me. Also, I need to be next to my kids. I want to work where I can visit my kids in school, because most of the time they are in school. But when they come in holidays, they need to find mom at home. And also we need to have our home, because I don't intend, I'm just saying like that, I don't intend to go to my matrimonial home where I was married, or I was, because it was a mess. The rancors, I'm not ready to fight the battles of this world. If someone wants something, give them freely. Don't be the one to fight for them. Like fighting for a land, it's not an issue. You just leave it for them, but you have peace of mind. So I'm not that person who can fight for someone something. If you want my clothes, I give it to you freely because I need peace.
Okay, and so have they ever reached you, like from your matrimonial home, have they ever reached you, maybe to find out how you're faring, the kids studying?
They see me on social media, just they say, hi, are you coming? Yes, I'm okay, I'm here, I'm around. So, you don't have to show them any negativity because also you are human. Maybe they have their repercussions, they're regretting. Maybe that time they were grieving, also they had the greed thing in them. So I can't blame them.
But they ask after the kids, checking on them.
Even if they ask, they don't contribute anything from their dad died. So they're just there like any other human being.
So
and we are good. Yeah, we are good.
So you can say for sure the work you got and saving, catering for them was really a blessing.
For me, it was like a miracle. It's been more than a blessing because as much as we were rejected, mistreated, and also we passed through hell, God never left us. So whenever someone, why is he driving that way? Oh my God. So as much as someone tries to mess with your life, just walk away. Give them peace of mind. Let them be. And God will make a way for you. So for me, I have nothing to think about behind me. The sky is the limit. Yeah, I wish them well.
But now that you have planned, or you are saying you're not going back to the Gulf, you have a plan already, because you said your son is going to Form 1 next year. So do you have a plan, or how have you prepared yourself?
For me, anything I plan, anything I do, I put God first, because He makes a way every time. I know as much as I will not have it today, tomorrow God makes a way. And He has never left me. That's for sure. So if you trust in God, nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. I cannot have a penny today, but tomorrow I know I will have something. Yeah, it will be catered for. When the right time comes, it will be catered for. Yeah, I can't cry. And I said I will never call myself a widow anymore. Because the first thing they denied me, the death certificate, the burial permit, the ID, I didn't access the help which we get from the government, like 2,000 shillings for the orphans, 4,000 shillings, Kenyan shillings for the widows. I didn't. So the only thing I did is like to attend a burial for someone, maybe we were related to, and after they started mistreating us, we said no, call us, we go. And that's what we did. We left everything behind, even the homes that I had constructed, I left everything with them. I said, mbele ni kwema. Yeah, that's how we say it. Yeah, forward ever, backward never. Yeah.
Wow, Elizabeth, you have such an inspiring story. And so, because you've had the experience of the Gulf, and right now you're talking to the ladies who are going to Gulf, and of course to the bosses. You've said some of the times, or sometimes it's the ladies from Kenya, who misbehave. Sometimes it's the bosses. So, if you can give an advice to the bosses in the Gulf who are watching these videos, and of course to the ladies who are coming from here going to work there, just give them an advice on what they can do, or just from experience, talk to them.
So what I'm going to say, we thank you, those people who host us, because as much as we are coming from our countries, we have families who maybe love us so much and even don't want us to come to do slavery, but just they let us do whatever our anxiety deals with. So what we ask is that be human. And for those who usually treat us well, we thank God that you are just human and you have that humanity thing in you. Also, what I will say is that remember that also we need like a daily, like a weekly off. We are human beings, we are not trees. Also remember that we need also to communicate to our families so that we can have that mindset of working. Because everyone, even you, whenever you are working there, like in Gulf countries, they have a day, they rest on Friday and Saturday. In Kenya or in Africa, we rest on Saturday and Sunday. Please do that for our girls, because also they need just a break away from work. Also, a acknowledge them as human beings, because when you treat them, they have easy time to serve you and do everything you want. Me, as much as you give me a lot of work, but you've given me the freedom to access everything I want, I will never mess with you anything. Yeah, that is it. And for our girls, please, before you go to Gulf, remember to have your Safaricom numbers active. Open a bank account, activate it, because you need to save something. Don't be that person who is going to Gulf like, I'm going to send money for my mama, my baba. Money doesn't know your relative. It doesn't have a blood relationship. Some of our girls come from Gulf. They find their parents or their family relationship has been like cut because of the money they've been sending back home. So like for me, the experience I have, even if I start from scratch now, I know I will stand up. Yeah. Any penny I will be left with after my kids go to school, I know I will work up and do something. Yeah. But some of the girls, maybe they came out of like high school, they found green pastures abroad, they're ready even to go and serve 10 times to achieve the money and be sending back. They don't have that mentality to open a bank account, save, invest. Even if you invest also, think that before you invest, don't just send money like my mother, my dad, my brother. Okay, there are those who are trustworthy. I can't say that it's all people are the same. Other families are good, and their families want to stand. They can take care of the cash and do a lot so that they can prosper. You see that? So for our girls, also be prayerful. Whenever you are going, dedicate your life into God, and also remember your family that you have left behind, because also they are the reason as to why we are going there. We want to change their lives back here at home. Not that we don't have things. Remember that Africa is so evergreen. We have everything. Direct cash, fine from the farm. But also we are looking at the currency. Your currency, it is a bit higher, like $1. You see that? That's what also others like me, I wanted to board a plane. Let me tell you. Nothing made me to go. And also I was frustrated since I was a widow. I never had like my husband is next to me. Also my kids, like parenthood, sometimes it's hectic. Sometimes the kids can make you feel like, oh, I need also to walk out of you so that you can be independent. Not that every time I need to cater for everything, show you this and that. So I did that intentional because my daughter was in grade 7 and my son was either in grade 3 or 2 when I was leaving the country. So for 4 years down the line, I came, they're grown-ups, they're teenagers now. I thank God.
Imagine, wow. So now when you came here at Marwa's place, did you know the directions? How did you arrive here? How was the reception to now? What has been the experience even as we conclude?
Okay, before I came here, the first time I brought my daughter in school here, it's called Mabera Girls, because of Marwa, because I've been watching Marwa. After I came from Qatar, immediately, she was joining high school. I said I would bring my daughter to this side. Also, it was the first time I had come, and so I went to the border Sirare. After I did that, I stayed like 6 months, and then I went to Saudi Arabia. So, the anxiety, I loved this place. It's so good. In fact, if I have land here.
You even came here that time?
No, within Mabera and Nyabohanse. I did that. So we were like patrolling and doing surveillance. So I wish to have a place like here. It looked like a home, still like my home, because my home is in town. It's called Mogunga. It's in town. So also in my home, the lands have gone now. It's all the story. Like it's like Nairobi. So we need like here in Nyabohanse, the homes are scattered. You can have a home where you can chill. That is it.
So the reception,
everything was good. In fact, when I landed here, it's Marwa and Christmas trees who were there. After I landed from the motorbike, like alighting it, pop. They are the first one who was sitting there. So I was like, oh Jesus, is this Marwa that I know?
Where do I start?
Seriously? And Marwa was like, hey, msichana, wewe si ni yule wa jana niliona usiku? And I'm like, no, not me. I just arrived. I'm sorry, I'm not the one. And I said, oh God, thank you. You came before me. You came earlier, so you blinded him before me, so that he can see like I was there before. So the reception was so good. I felt so good. From that day, I've been here.
Then you started interacting with
left.
them. Yeah.
In fact, I had planned to go to the border and look for a house. I rented for 2 months. I started my business there, already coming to here.
Yes.
But now the way Marwa and everyone receives people here.
Yeah.
Oh, guys.
You made this home.
Go back and bring my clothes where I had left in Nyabohanse after 3 days and stayed here.
That's why I found you washing, literally. They found you washing, feeling at home.
Maybe soon or inshallah, maybe it will be my home again. You never know. Maybe I'll find someone also to take here. You never know.
Amen. So you're looking for someone. You're sending some applications out
me,
there.
I'm open. But you know,
How long has it been?
it's 10 years now. Yeah. So I'm open. I'm just open. I can't say that I have someone. No, I'm just saying I'm open.
Yeah.
I have a friend, but I am open because you know when you have a friend, you wait for something. Sometimes there's something you are yearning for. It's not coming.
Yes.
So what you say? I'm open. No problem. Yes. Yes. It's life. Yeah. Whatever life brings, you accept it. Yeah, that is it.
For sure. So you are still a chef here. Your experience so far
I'm doing
with
housekeeping. So in the side of reception, when the guests come, the rooms where they're sleeping, I'm the one who's managing it. And there's some girls who are helping me. Also, we are put in ranks, but we are collaborating together. We are coordinating, in fact. So there's someone to bring water. Me, I have to look that everything is neat. If I can do it, I do it. I am there. I'm multitasking. In fact, I can do even the goat thing. I can see the goats off, clean where they're sleeping, feed the chicken, wash utensils, clean the home. Anyway, I do. Yeah, I can go even the farm. It's like my home. Yeah. So for me, I don't have a specific place to do. But usually, when the guests are many, they had appointed me as a chef upstairs, and also now in the housekeeping session. Yeah.
You know, someone was actually asking in the comment section, how can I get to be a chef there or some work there? Do you have an idea?
Okay, for me, it's maybe because they saw in my YouTube channel the experience I had, and also I had frontiered myself. Most of us, we frontiered ourselves when we landed here because we had some meetings. They said who can do this session, who can do this? Maybe they saw that coming from us. For now, we cannot tell you specifically because already we have more than we expected, and our guests are coming they stay 1 week, 2 days, 3 days. Others we stay even for 1 month. We are not sure. Whenever there is work, we need an extra hand. So you are welcome to come to I Am Marwa's party. It's 1 month party. Yeah, but what I can say, just come with a positive mind to learn something, not to be a chef only.
Yeah.
Come because there are a lot of people we have integrated with from UK, Europe, Canada, USA, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, many, so forth. Yeah.
And you know, from our last up close, some people were asking, why are you people moving in the kitchen, doing interview in the kitchen?
Sure,
why are you not wearing? Please reply to them.
Oh, guys, I'm sorry because she was interviewing me. I was cooking, and we had another one who had a black apron. We were the main ones, but the others who had come that day, you saw them. We were around 6. We wanted because the job was too much. It was exhausting, so we had to look for 3 extra people to come and help us for that day. But for now, the guests already checked out, and also there are some who are checking in. So we wanted extra hands to help us. Sometimes we need those comments come positively, not too much.
They were still settling in since they had just
And also
come.
remember that's not even the kitchen. That's a corridor. We constructed it like a kitchen. The house is not fully constructed.
Yeah.
Marwa is trying so hard to host us because he already said it's 1 month party. Everything is under construction.
Yeah.
He has not reached a time that he's saying that my kitchen is here, my bedroom, everything. No.